Okay, in the video where I showed you how to cook a steak backwards, there was some mushrooms. So I'm going to show you how I cook a mushroom to try and get the best flavors out of it. So it's very simple. Mushrooms, they have a natural MSG in them, so you don't need to do a lot with them. Anyway, here, let's go. So first of all, what I'll do is this time, a lot of the time I'll use the center for something. When I'm chopping them, putting them in something, I'm not going to use it. So I'll break that out like so. Just by squeezing it and rocking it, and you'll get it out. You don't have to. These are usually all, you can wash your mushrooms, you don't have to peel them, but for the purpose of this I will peel them just to show people how easy it is to peel a mushroom. But all in the farms and that now, I mean, if you give them a quick wash, there's no reason to do it. They're not growing in a paddock in horse dung or whatever. So basically just peel your mushroom. This way you're not putting water on them. If you're ever going to wash a mushroom, never wash a mushroom like that. You don't want to put water in here. You want to just wash what's on top. A mushroom has so much water in it, it's got a moisture content really high, so you never want to put moisture in here or wash it. Okay, now we have two cleaned mushrooms with the center taken out, with the stalk taken out. So here we just have a cast iron pan, and this lid fits beautifully. It does have a little breather hole, and yeah, it's a clay for one of my clay pots. So we'll turn the gas on to a low heat. We don't want to cook them too quick. Basically you put your mushroom in this way first. Okay, and the reason for that is when they start sweating, you want the flavours to stay in here. We will turn them over, but when I turn it over I want all the moisture to come out and then steam back into it. So that's basically it. We'll put the lid on. We'll leave it to steam away for, oh, they can take up to 15-20 minutes before we turn them, and then we turn them and you'll see, and we'll go from there. Okay, we've got it on low to just off low heat. You'll hear water coming down off the lid. That's from the mushroom releasing the moisture. I'll just show you before you can see. There was no water. This is all coming out. This is natural juices. So yeah, we want that to release a bit because we want the flavour in the mushrooms to be more intense. So we're just taking out some of the moisture. Now you'll see the mushroom, what I call, I've broken its back, which means it's collapsed. So that's everything in there is just collapsed. So what I'll do now, just quickly, I'll just turn them over for a little bit. I'll put the lid on, I turn off the gas, and I'll leave them there maybe for a minute, maybe a little bit more. I'll turn them back on their back and I'll take the lid off and I leave them. Okay, they've been turned over just for a couple minutes. You can see there's moisture everywhere, or not on the clay, but you can see now these have looked really flat. They've still got juice in them, but that juice in the mushroom here, that juice is concentrated. So I've got all the water out. That's the steam. What I'll do is I'll just leave them sit there, and when I've cooked my steak tonight, 5 minutes before, I'll just put this pan on really low heat, and all that's going to do is just warm them through. And all this is natural juice out of the mushroom, which has its own MSG. It has natural MSG, so no salt's needed. If someone wants salt, they can put it on when it's on their plate, but I won't put anything on here. Maybe when they cool right down, I might just put a little bit of butter. Just put a bit of butter on my finger and push it in. The reason why butter is butter has a fat content. And sometimes just a little bit of fat, not cream. Cream's sweet. You want, if you're going to put something on it, you want a fat content that will maybe take the flavours further. But that's all it is to cooking good mushrooms, big flat mushrooms that will be highly intense mushroom flavour. So as you can see, here are the mushrooms I started with. They're a lot thinner. Okay, so most of the moisture's been taken out, and what's left is just flavour. And like I said, I'll just heat this up on a low heat for about 5 minutes to re-warm the mushrooms up. They're already cooked. You can see that. They're already cooked. And what juice and moisture is left in there is very intense mushroom flavour. One of the best ways to cook mushrooms if you're going to have it with a steak. So hopefully you enjoy and give it a go. So as you can see, they're heating up. And there's no moisture, but you touch them, you can see there's moisture in there. So just to show you if you're going to put some butter on. Hey YouTube, I really suggest, if you like mushrooms, if you like steak, doesn't matter, both together or singularly, please try doing this. It's simple. You can do it in big pans for lots of people, or use a little pan for just you and someone else. But try it, and always remember, subscribe, like and comment. Thanks for watching.